Okay, so what's up, yo guys? Welcome to my stream. As you already know, there were initial stream that I was doing, but due to some technical issue, I have stopped the stream. Now I am doing another stream, uh, where I will be creating this application. Okay. Okay, so let me check my voice first. If am I audible? Is my voice is clear? Because in initial stream the major issue was regarding my voice. My audio was not clear basically, but I hope now it is clear. So let me. Oh, okay. Thank you, Riddhi. Okay. So what I will be doing today? So let me share my screen. So the stream will be of only 1 hour 30 minutes, and we will be creating a UI first, and these are the list of all the features that we will be creating. Okay, so the first feature is authentication and authorization, the second is a list of products, the third is product details, fourth is rating and reviews, fifth is profile of user, sixth is payment gateway integration. We will be integrating a payment also. Tracking of products, that how much time it will take to reach to the destination, and admin panel also. So first we will be creating a UI for all this thing, and after that we will be adding the functionality and making this thing, all these features dynamic. Okay, and we will be using the tech stack will be Django and for backend, and Vue.js for frontend, and the Python. The Postgres will be, we will be using Postgres to save the data in the database. Okay, it's a Postgres database basically. Nice. So what I will be doing? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so basically what I will be doing here. So first I will create a repository for this, so that I will be saving all the source code. Okay. Yep. So let me do one thing. Let me open this. Let me go here. Go here. GitHub.com. So if you go inside the GitHub, inside the GitHub, click on new, and new. Let me put my things aside. Okay. So e-commerce app, e-commerce, e-commerce app, implementation of e-commerce application. Okay. E-commerce application will be public and we will be creating this thing. Okay, so after this I will be opening a VS Code. Okay, so let me go inside the VS Code, go inside CD, document, document center, ls cd workspace clear. Okay, so let me go inside projects inside the project, cd print dash projects projects. So what I will be doing, I will be creating a new folder here, new directory, e-commerce. Okay, so we have to go inside this directory. Okay, so inside this directory I will be creating a two folder. First will be backend and second will be frontend. So first I will be creating a folder for frontend. Make directory. Instead of creating frontend like this, no, I will be creating a frontend like this. That will be best. Frontend. Let's go inside the frontend. Let create a npm project. So Vue project. So npm. I think it is. Let me verify this. Okay, so it is npm create Vue okay, so npm create Vue at the latest. What should I name this? EMA EMA ecom ecom Let me create this. So I will be choosing JS. So there will be a router. I will be using a Pinia. I will be using because basically I will be performing a unit test, so I will be using VI test here. End-to-end testing also I will be adding that, and ESLint error representation, error prevention, you can say, and prettier code formatting, and yeah, Playwright, Cypress, Nightwatch. For end-to-end test framework. Wait a minute, let me verify. What is end-to-end? So okay, so I think I will be using a Playwright here rather than Cypress. I will be using install OXPin for password meeting. Experimental, no. So I think I have created this. Okay, so let me create add another bash here. What I will be doing, I'm using pwd here. Let me copy this thing. Sorry, copy this path. Let's type cd here. Paste. ls here. Okay, get add. Okay. Get remote add origin. So for remote access, we'll be adding this. Paste. Okay. Get remote dash v. So we have done this. Get branch. Get branch v. Okay, so I will push all the code to the main, and after that what I will be doing, I will be creating a separate branch. And so today's stream will be discussing about creating a UI regarding the authentication UI, and I will be creating a list of product UI and product detail UI. And for that I will be creating a separate branch. For the next tomorrow's stream I will be creating a separate branch, and I will be adding the remaining code in that, so that you can access the code based on the stream or the recorded videos that I have uploaded on the channel. Okay, so it will be easier for you to follow along. Okay, so yep, this looks fine. So I have pushed all the code here. It is visible now. Okay, so it is showing here. Nice. Okay, what I will do, uh, instead of using main branch, first I will create a list of product branch. So for this, let me do one thing here. Let me create a branch dash m list underscore product you. Let me make this thing ecom1. That will be the better thing. So sequence, based on the sequence, that will be the better, because 1 2 3 will be will look better rather than using uh, the feature that I will be covering in this stream. Okay, so now I'm in which branch am I? So it is ecom branch now. Let me do one thing. Init get add. So we have already committed everything, so I think, let me check this. Its status. Okay, let me do one thing. Open folder. Give me a moment. Let me open my first project. Okay, go inside this, open it. So yep, we have opened. Yes, I trust. And yeah, now it is showing here. Let me open this ecom. Inside the debug console, what I will be doing, cd get status. So there is no status. Let me add one more thing here. Let me add the readme file. So new file, which will be readme.mb. Okay. Let me do one more thing. This. application. I will be creating an e-commerce application. What is the thing? Will it be e-commerce application or something else? Hmm. Uh, so I will be creating a e-commerce application. Commerce application YouTube build series. Let me add the link here also. I'll paste the link. Let me open the YouTube link. Link in new tab. Guys, if you have any question, you can ask. I like to engage with you. That will be. You can even suggest features that we can add in the e-commerce application. That will be the good idea. Okay, let me add the link here. Registration, product listing, product details page, payment gateway integration, Stripe, Pay, PayPal, admin panel, order tracking, responsive design, mobile and web, real-time notification, email invoicing and other confirmation. Optional for this. Okay, so this both these features are optional. Order tracking admin panel will be there. Payment gateway will be there. Product details page, shopping cart, wish list. Yeah. So we will be adding all these features. What I will do, let me copy this thing. This part is not completed yet. This part is not completed yet. User registration, login, and filtering. Let me create a UI part for this first. Okay. So what I will do, let me do one thing. Let me check the status here. Status. Yep. We have the status. Get. Uh, okay. Hi, Rahman. How are you? Mm, hmm, okay. I think we don't need this. Email data send me. I do. Uh, t- t- no. Django is not slowest. Who told you about that? The Django is slowest. Mm, yeah, earlier when the Django was used, at the time when the Django was released for the first time, in the early phase of the Django, uh, the Django was using WSGI uh, way to send request and receive send response and receive request. So web server gateway interface Django uses earlier at the time when the Django was at the early stage. But after after the coming incoming of asynchronous gateway interface, Django also included that part. So I don't know, Django, basically Django is fast. Basic, you can handle the asynchronous request and response right now in this in latest version of the Django. And let me tell you that Fast API usually market their framework by saying that they can handle asynchronous request and response. but Django can do that same thing, asynchronous request and response. Yeah, the major problem was that Django was used usually created as a full stack framework. Okay, so what do I mean by full stack framework? So basically, full stack framework that if you create a Django project, you have to create an HTML and CSS and JavaScript inside the Django project, and there's a templating engine for that. Okay, so like Jinja is a templating engine, and there's a Django template engine also. So you have to use a templating engine. The templating engine will perform a server side rendering for you, and it will show the application on the browser. Okay, but after inclusion of REST API and gRPC, or you can say WebSocket or asynchronous. Yeah, you are right. Basically, yeah, I also use Golang. But if I talk about Python, Python is. Let me tell you. Basically, when the Python was released, it was around 1991. Okay, so during that time, if you observe, at that time the language were typically hard to write. If I'm right. Oh, okay. So you have performed the benchmark. Uh, yeah, I think we can. So, according to you, which is better, Fast API, Flask, or Django? Mm, I think for me, Django is better because the Django has vast amount of features you can use. Basically, it has, I think, I think it has very features. Basically, you can create a full stack application here, or you can even now you can use HTMX with Django, which can even make the rendering fast. Server-side rendering even become even more faster by using HTMX. Uh, you can also create a REST framework. Now ASGI is also involved in the Django, so you can also use WebSockets, channels, and gRPCs also. You can do that. If I am not wrong, I think Django can support NoSQL. Yeah, Richard. Basically, what was happening? I'm using Linux Mint, and the problem is that there is a setting called auto suspender. The auto suspender, what it does, it automatically suspends the power to the peripheral devices. So that's happened. So what happened basically when I was using my keyboard and mouse, and at a certain time all devices were not responding, so I have to restart everything, then I have to change some commands, so it worked after that. It was confusing. Usually I think I have a bad day today, so I don't know. uh okay, based on my review, let me tell you one thing here. Basically, I usually don't like Python. Okay, I hate Python language. Okay, I am not joking. I'm I literally hate JavaScript also. So right now I'm working in a institute, in a different company, in a company where yeah, I know. I know that. But right now we will be using Django, so what we can do? Yeah, you are right. Basically, Django is slow because there are many overhead written for the Django framework to work as a web server. So I think, yeah, Django is slow. Basically, the Python is slow, so you already know that the Django will also be slow. So, yeah, but I don't know. I think the corporate companies also uses Django, so I usually prefer Django. But what we can do, I don't like Python. Let me tell you that because I usually like static languages. I kind of because I'm used to with that type of languages. But when I use JavaScript and Python, let me tell you, JavaScript and Python are not static languages. Yeah, there is a type annotation for it. You can use Javadoc, but let me tell you, based on my experience, using Javadoc for type annotation or type definition is a worse thing. It's literally worse. And for Python, uh, I don't like Python. Basically, it is very slow language, and usually, if you want to write something, uh, like even if you know that Panda is not written in Python. It is written basically in C++, I think, and even NumPy is also written in C++ and C. And you already know that Python is there. So if you want to write a implement some package, or you want to create a package that you want to process within a milliseconds, basically don't take much time to process it. So we use C or C++ with Python for that. Do anyone have idea why we are using Python so much? Basically, according to me, the Python is very old language, and it is released around 1991, I think. And at that time, the language we used were C++, C. If you know about A, B, or B language, Fortran, and I think Java was there also. Uh, I use Django because this project is requested for by my subscriber, basically. So the tech stack they mentioned is Vue.js and Django. So basically, I have mentioned the form in the description where you can fill the form and request a project and a tech stack with that. And I will use the tech stack to create the project for the subscriber, I think. Yeah, for the people who are watching my stream. So yeah. Uh, it is cool. Basically, Python has vast amount. It's Python has usually has very large community. So and have lot of packages also. So if you want to use scripting, there is a micro Python. If you know, you can use embedding IoT type of stuff you can do with Python, and you can even write a scripting language. Even in security, cyber security, also we use Python. If you want to create some tool or script for cybersecurity toolkit, you can do that also. And you can do many things. I think there's a kiwi for mobile application also, I think. And you already know that we are using Python for ML also. So there is a vast amount of use case. And why basically people opt Python? Because it is easy to write. Basically you are writing English. So there is a not much syntax, I think. And everything is abstracted, so that is the major thing. You don't have to write much. Basically you don't have to write anything. You just have to write in English and it will work. But for me, as per basically my experience, I don't usually like Python, so I don't know. Usually, I prefer C, Golang, C++, I think Java, Kotlin. Yeah. Every language has their own advantage and disadvantage. So I don't. I think I usually take language as a tool rather than loving one language and just using that single language through my whole life. Basically, I have used Golang and PHP also. At my starting days, I was using PHP, and after that, I started using Golang. But let me tell you guys, I fell in love with the Golang. So Golang is a very simple language. Let me tell you, it's don't have much learning curve. There are limited concepts that you have to learn. Like if you have already worked on the languages, you just have to check the syntax for the function, how to write functions, how to write variables, and what is interface, what is a struct, how to write the struct, and how to connect math function with the struct also. And the major part is how to use concurrency. So like if you jump in the concurrency for the Golang, you just have to learn the message passing like channels, sync mutex I think, and go thread also. There's many things you can use in Golang. Mostly concurrency is the best thing. Yeah, you can say that it's a better version of Python, but it's it's not a Python. Let me tell you that. Okay, so I pushed down the code. But Python has their own use case, and I usually like Python for some use cases, like for ML. I think Python. I usually prefer Python for that. I think if have you heard about Mojo modular language? If you heard about that, because I think modular language. Uh, I think Swift developer, Swift creator of Swift is working on this modular language. If I'm right. Okay, so I have updated everything. Mhm. Okay, so yep. Have you tried Golang? If anyone, uh, I don't know. Let wait. Basically, we cannot jump to the conclusion. Basically, uh, I think there is a reason behind creating this modular language because you already know why the Swift developer creator of Swift will will spend so much time on the modular language if they don't have anything, uh, if they don't basically have profit for that. You already know that we are using AI, and right now the corporate and the companies are uh, really pushing everything towards AI, if you know about that. Even simple mobile app, or you can say even the, I think I I haven't heard any ad, a tech ad regarding the electronic item in which they haven't mentioned the EI keyword, if I'm right. Basically, I have heard even the washing machine has AI, or you can say that the smartphone will market that it has some AI capability and something. And uh, I think basically it is mostly a modular language will sell mostly to the corporate or company. So I think company will use extensively modular language, if I'm right. I don't know, because I think there will be a possibility for that. Because I know that the Swift creator of Swift will not. I think let me check what the guy's name is. Uh, okay, so Chris Lanter and okay, Chris Latner. So I think I have watched an interview of a guy who created a Swift. I think it is Primogen. I have watched a video by a Primogen where he is interviewing the developer of a Swift. Yeah, I don't know C++. If you know that AI basically the Python is not only used by developers, it also used by mathematicians and physicians also. So that's why the Python is vastly opted, because if anyone belonging to the non-technical background, they if they want to use a language, they can use Python, because I think Python is easy to understand or easy to write also. So that Python is based on basically, if I think based on my technicalities, we all mostly think that the language that are flexible, or the language that are their processing speed is free, basically they are fast, the language which are fast, we mostly opt for that, go for that, right? Like C++ is very fast compared to Python, or Golang is very fast compared to Python. But the mathematician who don't have the technical background regarding the computer, they usually jump for uh, language that is readable and easy to, I think, learn and easy to implement, because we can use C++ for this. We can use even Python also, or Python you can say. But I don't think physicians and mathematicians will opt for it, because they don't want to learn C++ for it, and they will not waste their time to learn C++, and after that they will perform mathematics and every analysis using the C++ language. I think they will jump for Python rather than C++. If you know about that, why we are opting Python for this. Python is easy. That is the main market here. It is easy. You can write Python in a simple, I think print hello world is the main attraction point when it was released at the, I think in when the Python, I think Python in 1991. So people like that Python is very easy. When you compare with the JavaScript, uh, Python is the worst language for maths. How? How it is worst? You can, I think you can perform any mathematical operation using Python. There is a vast amount of library for it. You can use NumPy, you can use, I think, to perform mathematical operations. So how it is works? If you are talking about the speed, execution speed, then I can understand. But if you're talking that Python is worse because there is not much support for the math, then you are wrong, I think. Basically, I have used Python for data analysis, so it is much good. Okay. Let's right. You are right, Richard. Uh, I was confused basically. Yeah, Python is a go-to language for math, scientific analysis, and scientific research. Yeah, basically, I have used Python for that. Even you know that there are many libraries regarding the ML. Even you know that we are using scikit-learn for machine learning. Isn't even SciPy, if you know about that. We use SciPy for even for machine learning and modeling. So you can use matplotlib, you can use cborn for it, and there are many languages that we sorry, libraries that we use, or you can say packages that we use with for data analysis stuff. NumPy core functionality is written in C. Yeah, I know that NumPy is written in C, because if you write NumPy in Python, let me get it will be very slow. Literally it will be slow. Yeah, TensorFlow, you can say uh, TensorFlow, and I think, let me search. Yeah, it was basically, yeah, TensorFlow and PyCharm also. Yeah. Uh, Let me run this front end first. Okay, some issue. Okay, what is wrong here? Oh, okay. We are putting inside. I know that, right? Rahman, you are right. Basically, the pandas, NumPy, and these libraries that perform heavy task or heavy processing, these all are written in C. And you already know why we write all these libraries in C, because they perform heavy tasks, right? And you cannot use Python for to perform heavy tasks. You have to use C and C++ for this, and that's why the Python is there. If I'm not wrong here. So yeah, but we cannot say that Python is not readable. We are using Python because it is easy. Even we don't like it, but we have to use it. There is no other choice. You can jump on alternatives, and yeah, you can do that, but I think there is a less community support for if you choose Golang over Python for machine learning. Okay, right. Then I don't think that will be the better thing to do, because we mostly create or perform data analysis or do some stuff based on the time. If that tool take more time compared to the existing tool that already provides all the libraries, then no one will jump on that. Suppose if you have the Golang, okay, and there's a Python, and Python has all libraries and all type of tools that you can use to perform data analysis, and there's a Golang. Golang is fast, Golang has some libraries, but you have to use some other stuffs, and you have to use, there is no library for that, like feature scaling or something like uh, encoding and decoding. Okay, so there is a library for if you are using Python, there is a library for it, that also. But if you are using Golang, you have to create write a code that can perform encoding and decoding, and that will take even more time. It will be fast, but it will take even more time. So what you will choose? You will choose time, or you will choose a speed, execution speed, you can say. I think I will go for time basically. I can compromise with the execution speed, but I will go for the time. uh, my guy, don't say that. Basically, some Rust fan will. Yeah, I know you are a techie guy. I know that. I'm also a techie guy, and I will also jump for speed, but I will not prefer that. Let me tell you. Yeah, you can say. But each language has their own use case. Let me tell you that. Each language has their own use case. Uh, okay, so let me set up a port first. Don't want to host it on the random port. I will just set the port here. I think it is server. Let me think. It is ports or server. Let me check this. I'm just confused. I don't know what it is. Um, mm, mm, this one, oh, okay. This server, not port. This port. Plugin dev server. Uh, I don't have any favorite JavaScript frontend framework. Let me tell you. I Let me. Okay, so I have used Angular and Vue, but not React that much. But if I choose in between these three, I will choose Vue.js. Let me tell you, because Vue.js has good things from both the frameworks. Basically, it take good thing from Angular and it takes good thing from React, and yeah, that is Vue. And Vue is very simple. Let me tell you, React is very complicated. If you talk about the front-end framework, React is too much complicated because you can use React, but for the state management, you have to use Redux. And yeah, if you are using Redux, let me tell you, guy, yeah, you are fucked. Yeah, Vue is best for this. But let me tell you, I mostly prefer raw. Like if I want to want to create a front end, I will mostly prefer to create it with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript instead of using front end framework. I don't know why we are even using front end framework, because I was literally confused when I was just checking that You have to use Vue or React because it saves time, but I don't know how it saves time, because I think the same amount of time is consumed by both if you are using framework or if you are not using framework. Yeah, yeah. You are right. You are right. Hmm. For this, I think I will prefer framework for. Yep. Plus security. Okay, what type of security basically? I'm not clearly understanding this thing. Security, regarding the security thing. Let me check. Okay, so it is port will be 3000 here. Okay, and yeah, so let me run this. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, you are right. I can use TypeScript, but usually I use TypeScript, but I haven't used JavaScript that much. So I'm basically working on JavaScript. Even I don't like JavaScript, but I will still be using JavaScript because my company needs me to work on JavaScript. So that's why. I think there is a way to. How we pronounce this application. Um, okay, Rahman, I can agree 50%, but I will not agree 50%. I am just 50% agreeing with this, with your basically, because let me tell you how you can hide. HTML, raw HTML, because even the JavaScript, you hide the JavaScript, it creates a JS bundle, minified JS bundle, if I'm right. Okay, and it uses minified JS bundle. Okay, so let me tell you how basically JavaScript works. Browser, inside the browser, how basically browser works. If you know that browser, how we are working with browser, let me show you that. So there is a two part in the browser. Okay, I think it is visible. So first part is DOM. There is a DOM and there is a CS DOM. Okay, so when you hit a URL, suppose the URL name is google.com. Okay, what it does, the file you have hosted, suppose you have created a build file and you have hosted in some server, and that server IP address is connected with the google.com. Okay, it is connected with the google.com. Okay, um you hit the google.com, you call the URL google.com. Google.com goes to this IP address, it takes out a file which is index.html file. Okay, index.html file. If you're talking about framework, I'm talking about framework. Okay, so it fetches the index.html file, and there is a file called minified.js, which is a build final version. Okay, and there is a CS file. Okay, so what happens, it loads the HTML first. Okay, then it loads the CSS there, and then it renders, then it styles the HTML structure, and after that it downloads the minified JS version, JS build. Okay, or you can say build.js or JS build. Okay, let me say this as minified JS build. Okay, minified.js, and downloads that. Okay, so what you do, there is a button in the HTML that you have created, you click the button. Okay, it the button is connected with the minified.js function. Minified.js, we call the minified.js function inside which is present inside this. The function is compiled by the V8 engine, which is present inside the Google Chrome. Okay, and V8 engine executes the task which is present inside the function. Okay, so suppose the button performs some type of, I think, mathematical operation. Okay, so it just performs a mathematical operation like a plus b. So what it does, you click this button, the button is already connected with the function which is present in the minified.js file. It executes this function. The function is executed by the V8 engine. V8 engine takes these two variables, perform the arithmetic operation, and return to the HTML, or you can say it updates the screen. Okay, like it show the final output on the screen, and for showing the final output on the screen, it uses the browser API, like update the some element, like, okay, so get element.id dot text content, and update this text content with the output value, and it updates the output value there. And the browser API is also compiled or interpreted by the V8 engine. Okay, and it is executed there, right? So that's how basically works. So now you are saying that we hide majority of the code. So if you are creating a JS, if you are using HTML, CSS with JavaScript, I think you can use as external libraries to create a build file for a JS, and you can use that. And if you are using framework, it already creates a minified.js file for you. I think a build directory for you, and you can host or you can upload that build directory to a server, and then server will perform all the operations. Okay, so you can do that. This is a simple way that usually browser works. Browsers clicks the button. There is a function that is connected with the button. Suppose the function is earth add two numbers. Okay, add two numbers. That function is present inside the minified.js file. That function is executed. And how it is executed? It is executed by the V8 engine. V8 engine performs the arithmetic operation, return the value at a runtime. Basically, all these are happening at a runtime. Basically, okay. So perform an arithmetic operation, return the value. The value is returned. Suppose here on the screen, it uses a browser API. The browser also provides the API that you use to update UI. Okay. So it uses browser API, and browser API updates the UI, or you can say HTML. Okay, so this is a basic structure to what you say, to understand how the browser works. Basically, okay, it's a basic structure. When we are talking about framework, the framework do also the same thing. For hiding the or you can say code of obfuscation, I don't know how we usually say this, but if you want to hide a code, you can hide a code for a JavaScript. You can do that. That's not a problem here. But if you're saying that we can hide HTML and CSS code, I don't think so, because you don't have to do that. And it's not. I think you can't hide HTML and CSS because it is necessary for the browser to render it. And hiding HTML and CSS, I don't know. You cannot do that. I haven't tried this. I have tried to hide mini JavaScript code, but I haven't tried to hide HTML and CSS. I don't know about this. And regarding the let me tell you regarding the framework. If you know, the framework uses a virtual DOM. Okay, and virtual DOM is basically, the virtual DOM is a tree, binary tree, or you can say that has some type of element. Okay, or you can say it is an element tree. That what happens when if some kind of state is updated, suppose this is updated, this part is updated, then what it does, it removes this part, removes this whole part. Okay, and update it with the new part, new updated state. Okay, and what it does, it just copy all this virtual DOM node to a document node that is in the browser. Yeah, you are right. I'm basically saying that you can do minify, you can hide JavaScript code even if you are not using framework. You can do that. Not hide. You can. I think you are saying that minified version. Code obfuscation, I can say. Basically, it is not readable. I know. You can do that, but we don't need a framework for to hide, or you can say obfuscation. Okay, I will say hide. I think you are understanding what I'm saying basically. So I will say hide, but you can do that. That's not an issue. I think the major understanding, if I say why we are using framework, is according to me. What I understand that framework, yeah, it increase the speed of your development process. It increases, but I don't know at what ratio it increases this development process because uh, I don't know. Basically, I don't know because there is no difference between if you are using raw HTML or if you are using what you say framework. I don't know. There is a much time difference that you are saving time when you are using framework, or you are not saving time when you are not using the framework. So I don't know. There's a corporate backing towards this all these type of frameworks. Yeah, one I can say one thing that we can say that there is a separation of concern that we are separating backend completely with the front end. These two components are separated. So this is plus point here. This is a major thing that I can say that yeah, we can use framework for this thing, but I don't know. Yeah, okay, so let me jump on the code first. Let me complete the at least create a first screen. Okay. Okay, so what I will do, let me run this thing again and run. Yeah. Guys, I am literally enjoying a conversation with you. Okay, so what I will do, I think this stream is the most excited stream, interesting stream. I'm having a fun. I think Richard is gone. Richard, if you are here, you can drop a message or you can drop a chat. Okay, so I have everything. I have created a store. The store is also here. Let me check. No. Okay. Yeah, I have written Express.js, but not extensively. I have used Golang extensively. I have used basically I have written an application with Golang. Yep. Thank you to you also, Raymond. Basically, I was getting bored and you guys just come here and you have literally it was fun to having chat with you. Uh Express.js, yeah, I have used Express.js, but I don't like basically Express.js. Let me tell you. Basically, let me tell you. I was creating an application. Let me show you one thing. So this is my GitHub, okay, and inside the GitHub, there is a. I was working basically on this application name R bucket. If you know about this, so in R bucket, I have completely created. I have created a microservice with the Go only. So I have used Go, and for transporter API, I have used Rust, but I haven't created this thing. It was one of my friend that was working with me that have done that have coded this thing, Rust. And everything, as you can see here, the comment API, the clash, the not clash, RB functional API, bucket API, user API, I have worked on this, all these things. So yeah, so I have used Go, and I literally, let me tell you, my experience with Go is good. It is I like Go as compared to other languages. But let me tell you, Go is good for backend only, for network calls and concurrency part. But if you think that you can create a mobile application, or you can create a front end, or you can perform a data analysis, no, Go is only good for backend stuff. uh, I will tell you that you can pick any programming that you like, programming language. Like you can pick Python. If you like Python, yeah, you can use Python. And let me tell you, Python is a good language for when you are starting to learn something. It will give you an idea for how basically language works, what are variables, what are functions. And after that, after using a Python, you can jump on data structure. You can use you can solve lead code problems using Python. I think Python will be the better thing, better language for solving lead code problems also. And you will learn class and objects and everything. But let me tell you one thing. uh, if you are thinking to learn low level stuff like memory management, how usually memory works, or creating your own stuff, then you can jump on C or C++. That will be the better option. When I was basically in college, then I have worked on PHP, but I have worked on PHP, but now I don't. It was, but basically I liked to try some new stuff, and at that time the PHP was the language that I was trying. And yeah, so yep, let me run this thing. If I go here, let's go here. Okay, so I think everything is working. Let me go here. Let me create components, icons, assets. Views here is there. There is there component. Okay. So what I will do, I will remove this part. I will remove this. I will remove all this thing. Richard, you should jump on Python. If you like Python, working on Python, I think you should learn Python. Okay. You don't have to think too much. Let me tell you. Just go with the Python. Okay. And let me tell you, Richard, every language has their own advantage and disadvantage. You don't have to think that Python is not good or something. In some aspects, Python is better language, but in some aspect, Python is not good, and you don't have to think for that. Which basically you are in a learning stage, and I usually prefer that you choose any language. And I think if you like Python, you jump for the Python. You don't have to think that you should learn even, I think, difficult language like Rust or C++. If you know about the basic, after learning the Python and solving some data structure problem, you after at that time you have the knowledge, basic understanding of everything, like how the data structure works and what is time complexity, space complexity, and how the Python internal Python works. And after that you can switch on another languages. Yeah. But let me tell you, Richard, uh, don't love a tool basically. Python languages, frameworks, and packages and libraries, these are just a tool. Just use this as a tool. You don't have to love one thing. Let me tell you that. Basically, when I was in a learning stage, let me tell you guys. When I was in the college, I was learning. Basically, my first language was Python also. So at that time when I was learning Python, basically I fell in love with this language. But the problem is that after learning Python, I learned Django framework. It was at that time the Django version at the was 2 point, I think something, Django 2 version was released, and I was learning the Django at that time. And after that, I jumped to the PHP. And then when I was working on PHP, I fell in love with PHP. Okay, so earlier I fell in love with Python. After that, I fell in love with PHP. So I like PHP, but when I was using the PHP, then I saw that there is some issue regarding the PHP language also. So same thing happened when I was using Python. I observed there is some issue regarding the Python also, and when I was using PHP, I saw something like PHP 7 was slow. There are some critical security issues regarding the PHP, and I think at that time when I was using PHP 7, at that time the JIT compilation was not there, but PHP 8 is, I think they bring PHP 8 with JIT compilation. So yeah. After that, I jumped to Golang and Flutter, Dart, you can say. Uh, and I started to like Dart language, Flutter language, because it was easy to create a mobile application. Before that, I was using Android to create a mobile application, but the problem was that when I was using Android, it was little bit complicated at that time. But when I switched to Flutter and started learning Flutter and created app with the Flutter, at that time I realized that the Flutter is very easy as compared to Android. Then what happens? I see some issue with the Flutter. Then I jump. Then I jump on what to say, Golang. Then I started learning Golang. I have created some projects with the Flutter and Golang. And after that, I jump on Python again, because I was started to work as in a company where they were using Python. Yeah, I think you can jump on C, but I don't prefer basically C, because if you like some language and if you want to learn that language, I don't usually say that you have to jump. Usually, I will not force that guy to learn C. Basically, you can learn data structure and data types even with the Python, but yeah, C. If you are learning memory management and that part, low level stuff, you can use, yeah, the C is the better to choose. But when you are new with something, and as a beginner, I usually suggest that if you are comfortable with one language, or you are comfortable with the language, then you jump on that language rather than trying to jump on the language C that you don't like. After knowing the concepts and basic fundamentals about the language and knowing how the data structure works and everything, then you can switch between different languages. Like you can then switch with C, switch from Python to C, or after that C++ or Golang. That's how you can follow the process. But I usually say that if you like a language, or if you are comfortable with the language, then you jump on that language rather than jumping on another language that you are not comfortable with. Learn the concepts, learn the data structure and algorithm, and after that you can jump and you can use any other languages, because there is only one difference, and the main difference is that the syntax. Okay, the syntax is the major difference only. But if I say that you will learn data types and stack and queue and linked list with C, yeah, you can learn. But with C, you usually learn the most important thing, and that is memory management. If you are using C and C++, you will learn the lowest. If you are working on advanced level of C and C++, you will learn memory management, how the memory management stuff works, how you use pointers, what its address, and everything. Okay, but if you are in the very early stage that you don't know about all these things, you want to learn some basic stuff, then I prefer that you should jump with the language that you are comfortable with, and after that you can switch to advanced concept and everything. And that's why I say that the Python is the better. If you are comfortable with the Python, go with the Python, and after that you can learn data structure, solve some questions, lead code questions, uh, and then you can jump on like C and C++. That's how I basically learn. Uh, yeah, you can say Jetpack composables. Okay, so yeah, composables are the good thing that Android has introduced, but there's a downside for composables type of thing. Basically, for a declarative form of UI, there's a downside for declarative form of if I say, if you know how declarative UI works, basically you create you provide data to a UI, and the compiler will work for you, I think. And if you are using XML, I have used composable and XML both. And if there are some, if you want to create an Android app that is mostly that is UI intensive, okay, like you are introducing an animation, or you are creating a UI that is fluid, or then I prefer Jetpack for that, because using XML is headache. But if you are creating a UI that is mostly a process intensive task, okay, I think XML will be the better option. Yeah. Yeah, you are right. Rahman, you are right. Jetpack is just a Kotlin version. That's why Kotlin, there's a Kotlin multi-platform framework also. If you know that, you can use compile Kotlin, you can run Kotlin for iOS also. And even the desktop version is there, I think. I don't know about Kotlin multi-platform that much, but I think it is similar to the Flutter. I don't know why they are even releasing Kotlin multi-platform if they have already, if they have Flutter. They can use Flutter for that. Uh, I think Netflix also uses Kotlin multi-platform. Okay, so yep, everything is working. Okay, so there's a test. This is it. Let's set items. Yeah, you are right. I don't know why the even Google create these type of frameworks if they discontinue it later. I think they are updating Angular also. I think I don't know, but I think Angular with something they have introduced. There is some framework that they were using, Google were using internally, and they were thinking to merge it with the Angular. I don't know what was the name. Google internal framework. I think let me check. Yeah, Angular and Viz. I think it was Viz, if I'm right. So they were working to integrate these two frameworks together. So Viz framework. So Viz is a framework that was used internally inside the Google. Uh, so mm, I think they are was just marketing their Angular framework by doing this. So there is an asset, there is a component. Uh, Chat rate. So router is there, store is there, router.js, this is there. What I will do, I will create a new file. R3.3. Nice. You let me create a new file. Products. What is quick? Okay. What is okay? I think I haven't used this thing. Yeah, it's my first time listening this framework. Is it framework? I think it looks like library. Instant app, instant apps without a port. So you have used this library, right? Uh, okay. Solid. No, I haven't used Solid. I have heard about Solid, but I haven't used Solid. This Solid framework. It's a framework. Okay, let me check this. Solid JS. Okay. No, I haven't used this Solid framework. Nice. Hmm. Yeah, I think if you jump in JavaScript world, there are so many frameworks and libraries for building front-end application. I think there is Solid and I think Quick, Svelte. Uh, there is uh, Vue and there is React. I think let me list of all the front-end framework in JavaScript. Okay. Uh, yeah, too much libraries. Okay. List of all the front-end framework libraries. Okay, so here are 40 best JavaScript libraries and frameworks. Okay, so there are so this okay, so this article says that there is 40 best. So how many are there that are not best frameworks? There are too many libraries in JavaScript, let me tell you that. I don't know why they are unnecessary. Yeah, jQuery is okay, so jQuery is I can understand why jQuery is there. React.js, I can understand this also. Even React.js. I don't know about d3.js. I haven't worked on this. Underscore.js. Underscore.js, Lodash. Oh god. Anime.js. I know about anime.js. I think it is best library for animation. Animate on scroll. Video.js. Chart.js. Okay, chart.js. Yeah, this is good library. Cleave.js. I don't know what is Cleave. Choreographer.js. Ah, there are too many levels. Oh, this. There is many background. Okay. Wow. Uh, I do. I don't know. If you know JavaScript, will be a new library that you can create. There is SaaS. Okay, so you were saying SaaS application. SaaS based application. Okay, so we will come here. This. This. Okay. I think it looks okay. Okay. What I will do. Um, Mhm. Mm. Okay, so let me install Bootstrap first. JSON. What I will do instead of doing all this, um, let me go here. JSON. So we have installed Pinia, Vue, and Vue routers. They're already there. I will be using Bootstrap here. NPMI Bootstrap. Okay. Do we need anything else? Yeah, we will be needing Axios. Oh. Yes. Okay. So we have completed this. Bootstrap is already here. Um, Okay, so we have already attached the Pinia state management router. We have attached it. Okay, do we need Bootstrap? Yep, we need Bootstrap for this. I will import. There's Bootstrap slash distro. Okay, CSS slash Bootstrap dot. Okay, so we have Bootstrap dot CSS here. Yes. Do we need anything else? Okay, so yeah. Okay. Let me run this inside the home view. Okay, so first I will Mm, uh, yeah, I have used. I think I have used Next UI, but not Prime View or Vue. I have used Next UI, but not Prime. Okay, so and okay, so what is here? Okay, so instead of at the rate, I can use this. What it says here? Failed to resolve the input problems. Uh-huh. Okay, so it is inside this. It is happening, right? Okay, it is inside the view. Uh-huh. Does the phone exist? Yep, it exists. Mm, what? Failed to resolve import about input that's our inside the view. Okay, let me try this. Yeah, there's some issue. Let me check this. Okay, so the inside. Uh, index.cs. Oh, okay. So router. Ah, oh, okay. Now I understand what is the issue. So we have already initialized. The router is not already here. And yep, so okay. We have already imported this. Let me call the home group here. So basically, I was importing home about view inside the index.js, and about view doesn't exist here. I have already removed this about view.view file, so that was creating an issue. Okay, so we have added app. uh index.js. Index.js is already attached to router. So let's go inside the home view. uh what I will do, I will be using bootstrap here. So let me go here inside. Okay, so what I will be doing, front team overview. I think I will be using I think I will create a navbar here. There will be a navbar here. Okay, and there will be a center text like uh, welcome to store. There will be a welcome text, and then there will be a footer. So we will be creating a footer and header here. So let me change it to header. Okay, let add new file here, header.vue. New file, footer, .vue. Okay, so there will be a header and there will be a footer. Okay, so okay. Okay, and same goes for this. So I will be using composable API for this, not option API. So there is a there's a two way to create a component in the view. There is a way, there is a composable form, and you can create a you can use composable API to create a component, or you can use option API to create a component. Okay, so you can do both, right? So what I will be doing, let me create one thing here, and that will be import over here, and the from I think it was from uh, component slash header dot view, and there is an import slash. Okay, so we have imported both. both of these things. Okay, so let's go to first footer. So inside the footer, let me create a div tag. Okay, and what I will do, I will create a style. Okay, and I will use Amazon.com. I will be taking inspiration from Amazon.com for styling. Okay, so I will be using footer like this. I will be creating a footer like this. Okay, so there is bunch of text here. So I will not be adding all these text, but the format of creating a footer will be similar. Okay, so let me create a footer class. So footer will be of width 100 view width. So 100 view width basically takes a screen size, takes a screen of the width. Okay, and the height will be of let me say it will be 500 pixel. Okay, I'm making a height of 500 pixel here. Background will be of 212121. So it's basically a gray color, dark gray color I'm using here. And what I will do, let me go here. Let me give this class to class footer. Okay, okay, so it is not showing here. Okay, so we have a height, we have I think we have given a width and we have given height, given everything, but footer is not showing, and I know why it is not showing, because I haven't added the component here. Okay, so it is showing now. Same goes for header. Okay, okay, so there's a padding here. What the hell is this? Uh-huh. Wow, so I don't know how this happens. Okay, so go inside the footer component. So hide this here, this here. And let me abbreviate with e footer. That will be better. Okay, let me go here, that's it. Now it is okay. So we have removed everything from base.css and main.css. And if you come here inside the main.js, we are using main.css here. Okay. Okay. So main.css here. So we have given a background here. Position absolute. Okay. And bottom will be 0 pixel. Okay. So it is stated here in the 0 pixel zone. Let me make this 0 pixel. Yeah, this looks good. What I'll do, list of options in this. What I will do, I will create a div tag here. We'll add export tag here. Hello. Okay, so what I will do, dot option. Definition of use, privacy policy. So what I will be doing here, everything. Um, policy. Privacy policy. Okay, so what I will do, we will make this in center. Align self and center. I think there's a way to align this thing. Uh, okay, so what I will be using here. It will be layout. Layout inside the layout column. Line items. Center column. I can use one thing, and that will be flex box. So instead of row, let me use instead of doing all this. So guys, I think I will be closing this stream for today, and in the next stream I will be completing the authentication screen and the list product screen. So today we have successfully set up all the packages and libraries that we will be using to create this project, e-commerce application, and we have already set up the Penia routers and everything. Now we have to create a components and what you say, uh, authentication. Okay, so I will be closing the stream. Before that, let me push this code to the GitHub first. GitHub. Let me add this link, GitHub link, so that you can go to that link and copy the project. Okay. Just git check. So we have completed some part of the UI first, but not that much. We haven't. I was thinking to complete a authentication screen today, but I think it is not possible. I will be completing this tomorrow in the tomorrow stream. One more thing. If you have any request or any suggestion that you want me to create, or like you want me to create an Android app or any type of project that you want me to create, you can go inside the description, click on the link. There is a basically a form link. Click on that form link and fill out the project that you want me to create. Okay, and there will be a list of tech stack also that you can use. And one more thing, the code is also added in the GitHub. So right now the code is not that much, but if you want me to create a project that you like, or you want me to create that, go inside the description. There is a form link, fill the form, and I will start working on that. Okay, so in the meantime, uh give me permission so that I can go. I will be going so now. Thank you guys. Thank you. Today's stream was entertaining, and it was literally having a fun. I really enjoy to have a conversation with you guys. It was fun journey. Okay, so bye Richard, bye Rahman, if you are there watching this stream. Bye everyone, if you are watching this stream. Thank you everyone. And one more thing, please subscribe and like and share this channel. Yeah, so bye everyone, bye guys.